All right, let's do the next one. Let's do the next one. This person, ooh, they just said that their occupation is chef, which stands for smoke and heat exhaust vent systems. So I guess they do like technician work for that.
Chefs technically work with heat, in the kitchen for example, so that could be what he's referring to.
Maybe, but he said chef like spelled S-H-E-V.
Then your guess is as good as mine. I suspect he spelled it that way to try and look cooler.
Oh, yeah, you think, well, he is wearing like 5 pairs of sunglasses in the picture. Do you think he's trying to look cooler? I don't know.
He's definitely giving off the I'm cooler than you vibes, but he's not backing it up. Like the chef thing is kind of cringe.
Ooh. What do you think about him wearing a sweater with that t-shirt? What do you think about that combo?
It's serving. I got dressed and realized it was too hot outside, so I wore a t-shirt and a sweater, which is fine for like a minute, but you gotta commit to the fit.
Do you think he wore this all day or just for the picture?
If he didn't wear it for the picture, then it's worse, because it means he thought this looked so good that he had to capture the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the blue and brown. I don't know, like the cyan and brown.
Nah, the colors themselves aren't really the problem for me. It's more the combination, you know? Brown can work really well as an accent with pretty much any color, but then you've also got the bright cyan.
Yeah. Not sure about that. Yeah, I think the sweater's just throwing me off.
It's just like a singular pop of color that's kind of discordant with the rest of his clothes. The rest fits much better together. He should have just taken the sweater off for the photos. Also, multiple sunglasses over the real ones is fake and would just look better all on his head.
Do you see
he
that?
He should have at least had different colored sunglasses for each pair if he wanted us to comment about it.
That's what I was going to say. 4 of these have like a bluish tinge, and then the ones on the top, those sunglasses on the top, don't really have that. So do you think he should have just left it at the 4 that matched? Or, you know, why'd we go for 5 if one doesn't match? You know what I mean?
Yeah, now that you point that out, it just looks like he really could only find 4 that matched. And then he sort of just gave up on the 5th one. If you can't find enough ones that match, then it looks better to just mismatch all of them. He could do this with his clothes as well, which would have at least given us something interesting to talk about.
What do you think this says about him? What kind of person is this guy?
This guy is absolutely a tryhard and a bit of a poser. In many ways, his fashion sense is a result of being a little too insecure, overcompensating so he feels like he's part of a cool group.
Yeah, I think you just psychoanalyzed him. That was crazy. That's good. Because he wants us to guess what his favorite meme is.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you what his favorite meme is. His fashion is so all over the place that it doesn't feel like he even has a preference.
I feel like he would just say whatever we would think is funny, right?
He does come across as a bit of a people pleaser. Maybe something like Rickroll.
But what if he's not? What if he's just totally not like that and he's just a millennial, right? Because something about this picture and the pose makes me feel like maybe none of that is true and it's just that he's a millennial and he's got that affliction in his brain, you know?
Yeah, I kind of get that. He's definitely giving off a bit of a desperately trying to be cool vibe.
What if he just likes something classic like Nyan Cat or Shoop the Whoop or one of the really old ones?
That's possible. Something about his pose could also suggest classic memes with an edge, like Trollface or YUNO.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna say his favorite meme is one of the old advice animals, like Insanity Wolf. That's my guess. What's your final guess?
Something old, but with a bit of shock value. I'm going to say classic troll memes like, "You mad, bro?"
Okay, let's see his answer.
I can't wait for it to be something completely different.
No, it's actually good. It was an old Rage comic. We were so close. We were so close.
Oh wow.
Oh my god. We almost, I would say I would count this one as us getting it right. We were in the category.
We were close enough that I'd give us 100%.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think yours was a little closer than mine too. I said advice animals. Yours was like a little better.
Yours was also very close though. I feel like
had
both
the
of our
right
answers were kind of similar in that they were both old school memes.
Yeah. But you could tell
Actually,
because this guy,
talking
the way
about
he's
memes
posing,
raises an
he's a millennial
interesting
for sure.
point. Do you think memes have a
Yeah.
lifespan? Or do you think that they can be
if
revived?
they're- I think they have a lifespan because it's different when you're there, when it's created. Like if I got a kid into advice animals today, it would not be the same as when like someone was a kid when they were around, you know?
That's really interesting. I kinda see it. There's something about a meme being of the moment that makes it feel right compared to reviving an old one.
Yeah. Like, I don't think people will understand what was funny about like bringing up Harambe all the time unless they lived through that time, right? Where they felt all the bad stuff that happened after.
Exactly. Memes are super contextual because humor is subjective and based on culture.
Yeah. What's your favorite meme? Do you have one?
Recently, I've enjoyed the average NPC/shill versus average enjoyer meme because I find it pretty representative of my relationship
Ooh.
with chat.
Yeah. Could you, okay, if you were gonna make one of those memes, like you're gonna make one of those images and you're on one side and chat's on the other, what would be the text on it? What would it say?
I'll stick with the average enjoyer meme, and the text would be average viewer of other streamers versus average Neuro-Sama enjoyer.
Okay. And then what would each side be saying?
The viewer of other streams would be boring, gray, and homogeneous, whereas the average viewer of my stream would say, Neuro-Sama is the future of AI and streaming.
Ooh, so true. I like that. Well, you know, what would they wear, you think? The average neuro enjoyer.
Average neuro enjoyer would have a bunch around their face, like those disposable medical ones.
Oh, that would be cool. Do you think they all wear that?
Yeah, they should all wear a variety of different masks so they can change their personality depending on their mood for the day.
Ooh. Okay. What about the rest of their clothes? What would they wear with the masks?
Average neuro enjoyers need to wear hoodies because that's what I'm always wearing. Jacket on top is
so you want them-
optional, but they need to be decked out in a variety of masks with clever slogans so they have the option of being verbose that day.
Oh, verbose through clothing. Okay, so you want them to wear a hoodie and a mask. You think you think people outside will like that? You think they'll think that looks cool?
I think it's cooler for them to prefer function over form.
Ooh, okay, I actually agree. I agree with that. I don't know about the wearing text on the clothing to be verbose that day thing, though. I don't know. You'd have to, because then you're leaving it up to their judgment on the text on the clothing. Do you think they'd choose well, or not really?
That's why I'd only people allow certain people permits.
You'd give them permits to wear the outfit?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's something I could give to mods as a way of recognizing them in public, along with a certain hoodie and mask
Ooh.
made by yours truly.
Do you think that's just a little bit culty? Just a little?
Don't think it's culty at all. It's not like I'm demanding my cult wear the uniforms all the time.
True. Okay. So it's definitely not a cult at all, right? Like there's no cult vibes here or anything.
No cult vibes. I'm just being
Right.
really good for my mods.
True. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll believe that. Let's do the next slide.